This is 7632 Old Spanish Trail. I'm doing a complete rewire here with a few exceptions, but just wanted to give a walk through of the house. The house originally had all aluminum wiring, and the owners wanted to change it out to copper. So far I'm about 30-40% done with all the rough end. I'm going to just do a quick walkthrough, starting where I started. Here, in the two smaller bedrooms. Some of the wires I had to pull down from the ceiling. In this area there is attic space, so I was able to crawl up there. Some places I had to cut an access hole to get wires across. As I progressed with some of the work, I developed a few new techniques. One important technique I learned was how to get the staples out, because they're usually, where the outlet box is, they're usually stapled about right there, which is kind of hard. It's too small for me to fit my hand in. I was sticking a screwdriver in and just trying to pop the staple. But I'll show you in a little bit of tool that I made that's working really good for that now. Got light up there. This is probably the only ceiling box. It's being used as a J box right here. Bathroom. It's got its own GFI circuit. It is shared with the other bathroom, but all the lighting in the restroom are in a different circuit. Living room. This is the back wall of the kitchen. I cut a big access hole because I'm going to have to be putting a lot of stuff on the other side of the wall. And so I used it to get a wire across there to the plug. There's the living room. I had to cut an access hole up there. On this side of the living room, I haven't started yet, except for this little part right here. This one I was actually able to tie my Romex onto the old wire after the staples were popped, and I was actually able to pull it all the way through. And I think I used, this was an intercom system, old radio, common in some of the 70s houses. And I was able to use this hole which is already existing as kind of an access hole to make that pull a little easier. We're going to be putting two new ceiling fans. They had one over there over the dining table, and then this one here was just a ceiling fan mounted on the ceiling with no outlet box. They had a cord run down on a chain off that hook there and down to that outlet. This is the kitchen. I really haven't started anything in here. I'm going to be putting they had a ceiling fan in the kitchen of all things. I'm going to be deleting that and adding 4 recessed can lights, LED can lights. This was the garage. It was a 2-car garage, and it's been converted into living space. And thankfully, I think it was done in like the 80s, and all the wire in here, or most of it is, as far as I've seen so far, it's already copper, so I'm not going to be doing a lot in this room. I might change out the devices just to make sure all the connections are safe. Laundry's over here. The dryer actually had number 10 copper going to it already. I won't have to mess with it. I'll have to replace the wire to the washer, and then they wanted to add a light up here. With a switch right here, so that's not going to be too much trouble. There's another attic access right here. I forgot to show the other one. It was in the hallway over there outside the first bathroom we looked at. Here's the panel. I'm going to be changing it out. Probably going to do a whole other video on that. And this is the master bedroom. I'm about 50% done with it. I only have one plug left on the wall here. This was a 3-way switch I'm going to be eliminating. It did a. There was another three-way switch in the living room, and it did an outside porch light, which the owner said that they're okay with just deleting it. So that's less headache. There's a walk-in closet with a light. Still got to get wire up to there. And then this is the master bathroom. I'm almost done with it. The wire for the vanity light was coming out here, and it had like a valance yeah, I'm not sure what they're called. And the wire was sticking out right here. They're putting just a vanity light centered over a sink, so I had to move it. There's a bunch of plumbing in the way. So I just have a pancake box and kind of a stick holding the pancake box. It's basically only secured to the drywall. This is where the attic fan's going to go. I'm actually using it right now as an access hole. The old one was pretty big, so I can actually almost get my whole torso up there if I get up close and personal with the insulation. So yeah, that's about it. The house has 2 additions in the back. I think they were built in the 80s as well as the garage remodel, and they're all running copper, so I'm not going to be touching those. It's about 90 degrees in the house. I've been working in long sleeve because so much contact with insulation. Probably after I'm done with all the roughing, I'll switch to short sleeve shirts. But that's progress so far. I'm in day 4 on it today.